Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to create payment link on form submissions and send WhatsApp message after adding contact to a list. So let us begin with a small example. So I have built a form in paper form, okay? And the idea is that once a respondent fills in this form, an automatic payment link will be created by a payment gateway and the respondent will be getting a WhatsApp message from me. So let me show you. So we are going to fill the form and the description for the form is payment for recharge. Okay, and the amount is 500, and these are the details of the customer. So the customer name is Tom Cruise. This is the customer email of Tom Cruise. Okay, and this is basically his phone number. So let me just add the phone number. Okay, so some details has been filled. So the amount that Tom Cruise is willing to pay is 500 INR. Okay, so let me just click on submit. Okay, so there is one more thing you have to fill, that is timestamp. Timestamp is basically the time at which the payment link will expire. So let me just click on timestamp. Okay, so I'm just going to mention the time at which it will expire. Now this is demanding the time in a very different format, that is basically the UTC format. So the idea is that all you have to do is just make some changes. I want to make sure that the payment link will expire in 3 days. Okay, oh I'm sorry, 2 days. So all you have to do at this point is just click on convert. Okay, so this is the Unix timestamp you want. You simply copy this and you just paste it here. Okay, so let me just click on submit. Okay, so a form submission has made by a person called as Tom Cruise. Excellent. So what's next? So Tom Cruise will be getting a WhatsApp message from me. Let me show you the WhatsApp message that Tom Cruise has received. So this is the WhatsApp message that Tom Cruise has received. Hello Tom Cruise, thank you for filling out the form. The payment link for the payment for recharge is available here. And Tom Cruise is just going to click on this link. Okay, and he will be directed to complete the checkout page. So these are the details and he's just going to fill in this checkout page and complete the purchase or complete the form. So you must be thinking, how did I do it? How did I manage to send the data from paper form to Razorpay to WhatsApp? So here I have used an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that integrates paper form to Razorpay to WhatsApp. Now the best part here is there is no need for coding skills or technical knowledge of these apps. Furthermore, you should know that here we are sending the data from paper form to Razorpay and WhatsApp. But with Pabbly Connect, you can send the data from other form builders like Google Forms, Gravity Forms, Elementor Forms, and so on. The process is almost the same. Okay, so to begin the process, in the new tab, let me just type pabbly.com, 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 press enter. So this is the website of pabbly.com, hover on products, and here you will find connect. Just click on connect. So this is basically the landing page of Pabbly Connect. Now here there are 3 things I have to mention. First, we are using WA API to send the WhatsApp message. Second, Pabbly Connect doesn't own WA API. WA API is a third-party software we are using to send the WhatsApp messages. Third, and perhaps the most important thing, WA API is a paid software, although you can use WA API for free trial for some days. Okay, so this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. So all you have to do is just click on sign up for free. The time you will take is just 2 minutes to build your account. In my case, I have already created an account, so let me just click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Let me just scroll down. Here you will find connect. Just click on access now. Okay, so at the top right corner, you will find a button, create workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm planning to give it as paper form to Razorpay to create a payment link to 𝙃𝙀𝘵. Okay, so what's the deal with 𝙃𝙀𝘵? So we are going to create a contact list, and inside that contact list we are going to add this person who has finished this paper form. Okay, finished submitting this paper form to Razorpay to 𝙃𝙀𝘵 to WhatsApp. Okay, so I think we are ready. Of course, you can give any name according to your choice. It's totally up to you. And let me just click on create. So when you click on create, you will find 2 windows, the trigger window as well as the action window. So what's the deal with the trigger window as well as the action window? So when we're talking about automation in Pabbly Connect, it works on the concept of triggers and action. When the trigger says this happened, the action will say the action is an event that is supposed to happen. For example, if a new submission is made in paper form, the actions will be a payment link will be created in Razorpay, a contact will be created in a contact list of 𝐼𝙪𝗍𝗍. Furthermore, a message will be sent on WhatsApp. So basically, we have one trigger and three actions here. So technically, we are going to introduce two more action window other than this one. So let's start with the trigger window. So there is something else you have to know. Using these two windows, we are going to create a workflow to integrate Paperform to Razorpay to 𝐼𝙪𝗍𝗍 to WhatsApp. So after I have done building this workflow, I will add the link of this workflow in the description box so that you can clone it and directly access it into your account. Okay, so let's start with the trigger window. So in the trigger window, I'm going to use Paperform. Okay, so I'm using Paperform to get the responses, but of course you can use any other form builders like Gravity Forms, Google Forms. It's totally up to you. Now in the trigger event, we only have one trigger event, that is new form submission. Okay, so new form submission is a trigger event. Of course, at this point, there is only one trigger event, but you want more trigger events, just approach the help section. So when you click on the help section, you will be directed to Pabbly Forums. And in Pabbly Forums, you can make a request that you want so-and-so trigger events. Okay, so I'm happy at this point with one trigger event, that is new form submission. So the essence is we are just trying to integrate Paperform to Pabbly Connect so that whenever there is a new response made in Paperform, Pabbly Connect will capture the data. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take you to Paperform. So as you can see, there is a new form that I have built, new Razorpay form, and I'm planning to receive the data from this particular form. So that is why let me just click on edit. Okay, so in the edit page, just click on after submission, and here in the drop down you will find integrations and webhooks. Click this. Okay, so as you can see, let me just scroll down, and here at the bottom you will find webhooks. Just click this. So we have to mention the URL, and to get the URL, let's have a visit to Pabbly Connect once again and copy this. This is the webhook URL you want. Copy this and you simply paste it here. Okay, so we have added the webhook URL. Let me just click on add webhook. So we have inserted the webhook URL. Excellent. So what's next? So basically the idea is that we have integrated this particular form to Pabbly Connect. This means anytime a new form submission is made in this particular form, Pabbly Connect will capture the data. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, let me just click on share. This is the shareable link. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to open this in a new tab. Okay, so these are the details we have to fill. Now, before I fill, let me just check whether Pabbly Connect is capable of capturing the data. Yes, it is showing it is waiting for the data. So when we make an entry here, the data will be automatically captured by Pabbly Connect because Paperform at this point is integrated with Pabbly Connect. So what are we going to do here is we are going to make some entries. So this is the description. Payment for Idea Recharge. So Idea is actually a mobile service provider in my country. Okay, payment for Idea Recharge, and the amount is 200. The customer name we are going with is 𝗪𝗪𝗆. So these are the details of 𝗪𝗪𝗆. This is the customer email, that is 𝗪𝗪𝗆123@gmail.com. And let me just simply add the phone number. So this is the phone number. So he will be getting the payment link on this particular phone number. And in case of the timestamp, let me just click on the timestamp. Okay. So this is the time at which this payment link will expire. So I will make sure that the link will expire in 2 or 4, let's say 4 days. Today is 21. So it will expire in, let's say, 4 days. Just click on convert, and this is the timestamp we want. This is the format it wants, the timestamp. This is basically a time format. All you have to do is just copy this. Okay, and then I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, so we have actually entered all the details. Okay, let me just click on submit. So the form submission is successful. So let's have a look. Since Pabbly Connect is integrated with Paperform, has it captured the detail or not? So it is showing it is waiting for the data. Just give it 1 or 2 seconds. Yes, we have got the data. Excellent. So we have all the details like the name of the customer or the respondent, that is 𝗪𝗪𝗆. And then we have his email, 𝗪𝗪𝗆123@gmail.com. And this is basically his phone number. Okay, so basically we have got sufficient details, and let me just have a look at the payment. Yes, that is 200. Now using all these details, we are going to first create a payment link. Now I'm going to use a payment gateway called as Razorpay to create a payment link. Of course, you have many other choices other than Razorpay. The process is at least almost the same. Now to create a payment link in Razorpay, in the action window, I'm going to select the app as Razorpay. Razorpay it is. Now in the action event, how about we make it as create a payment link, this one, and simply just click on connect. Okay, so toggle this, and here in the new connection, we have to enter the key ID as well as the key secret. So to get the key ID as well as the key secret, let's have a visit to Razorpay. So this is my Razorpay account, and let me just straight away take you to settings. So let me just click on settings. So in the settings page, you will find the option API key. Click on API key. Okay, so as you can see, I have already created a key ID. Now for your consideration, I'm just going to click on regenerate test key, and let me just deactivate the old key in 24 hours. So these are the key ID as well as the key secret. I'm just going to copy this, easy, and I'm going to paste it here. Then we have the key secret. So let me just straight away show you the key secret. Okay, so let me just take you to Razorpay, and this is the key secret. I have copied it, and I'm going to paste it here. So we have entered the key ID, we have entered the key secret. At this point, all we have to do is just click on save. So when you click on save, you will find a set of fields. The purpose of these fields is very simple. We are going to create a new payment link from the data that we have received from 𝗵𝗆 via Pabbly Connect. So let's start with the first one. We have the amount. Now, as you may remember, the amount was 200. Okay, so we are going to map this particular detail here. Now, there is a small issue in case of Razorpay. Now, Razorpay actually removes 2 zeros from the amount. Okay, for example, the amount here is 200. Okay. Now, when the results arrive, the 2 zeros gets removed. This is because Razorpay actually inserts a decimal. So that is why this 2 zeros will be removed. So the end value will be just 2 rupees. So that is kind of wrong. So that is why what I'm going to do here is we are just going to add 2 more zeros. So what Razorpay will do is it will just remove these 2 zeros, and we will have the exact value, that is 200. Okay, so now we have the currency. Now the currency is INR. Okay. I'm just going to directly enter this. Now, if you're going to use other currencies, just click on this list of supported currencies and you will find your own currency. The type is link. The description is something like recharge or something, payment for idea recharge. Now, the name of the person, let me just map the name of the person. The name of the person was 𝗪𝗵𝘆 and we have mapped it. Then we have the email. So this is the email. Let me just scroll down. Okay, so this is the email and we have mapped it. Then we have the contact. So let me just explore the contact details, and we have mapped it. So the receipt is something that they will generate it automatically. So just ignore this. And this is the most important part, the time at which it will expire. So we click here and we just map the time that we have just entered. We have just got. So this is the value of the time. Okay, so basically 4 days from today. Now, in case of SMS notify, it is already showing Razorpay sends the SMS. Okay, so let's keep it that way. Email notify, Razorpay sends the email. So let it be that way. Partial payment. So let us make it as customer can make it partial payment. It's totally up to you. Okay. Now, the case of callback URL. So the callback URL basically means the page where after the payment is made, the page where it will be the customer will be directed to. In my case, I want my customer to be directed to my WooCommerce page. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to copy this. So this is my WooCommerce store. Let me just show you my WooCommerce store. So this is not part of the project. This is not part of this video. I'm just showing you my WooCommerce store. So this is my WooCommerce store. Actually, this is not my WooCommerce store. So let me just straight away take you to all products. Okay, so I'm planning to send my customer to this particular page. So I'm just going to copy this. So these are the products I have. I'm going to send my customer to this particular page. So let me just copy the URL and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so there is something else you have to do. Okay. So let me just click on save and send test request to send the message. So let's have a look. Okay, so the invoice has been created. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to straight away take you to Razorpay to check do we have okay, let me just click on OK. And let me just straight away take you to Razorpay and let me just go to payment links. Okay, so as you can see, this is a recent payment link that has been created for a person called as 𝗪𝗵𝘆. And the amount is this. Excellent. So what's next? So we are going to add 𝗪𝗪𝗪 to a contact list. And here I'm going to use 𝗪𝗪𝘆 to add 𝗪𝗪𝗪 to a contact list. Now, in case of 𝗪𝗪𝘆, you can use any other application you truly want. I'm using 𝗪𝗪𝘆. Okay, no particular reason. I'm just using 𝗪𝗪𝘆. Now, in the action event, how about we make it as create a contact list, something like that. Creating a new list. No, I'm sorry, creating a contact on a list. And let me just click on connect. So we are going with the new connection and we have to enter the API token. And this is how you get the API token. You just go to 𝗪𝗪𝘆 and just click on settings. And in the settings, you will find API token. You click on API token. So as you can see, I have created 2 tokens. Now for your consideration, I'm going to create a new API key. And the API key has been created. Let me just copy and close it. So we are just going to paste it here. Okay, let me just click on save. Okay, so when you click on save, you will find a set of fields. The purpose of these fields is very simple. We are going to create a new contact in 𝗪𝗪𝘆 from the data that we have collected from Paperform and Razorpay via Pabbly Connect. So we have the first field, that is list, and we have 2 lists, that is payment list and Razorpay customer. So let me just straight away take you to 𝗪𝗪𝘆, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to show you the lists I have. So these are the 2 lists I have, payment list and Razorpay customer. The list that is present here is being reflected here. This is because 𝗪𝗪𝘆 is now integrated with Pabbly Connect. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to create a new list, payment. Okay, so how about Razorpay payment links. Okay, and let me just click on OK. So at this point, there is no contact in this particular list, that is Razorpay payment links. So we have created a new contact list. Okay, so when I click on refresh, I can expect to find this newly created list in the drop down. So let it get refreshed, give it 1 or 2 seconds. So it is refreshed. So yes, we do have a new list, that is Razorpay payment links. So we are going to add all the newly created contacts in this particular list. Now we have the field for email address. So if you remember correctly, we have the email address. Okay, so this is the email address and we have mapped it. The status, I'm keeping it as active. We don't have to do anything about the tag. Now in case of the first name, I'm just going to enter the full name. Okay, because in case if you want, you can just simply split the full name into the first name as well as the last name. But I'm just going to just fill in the full name. In case of first name, I'm just going to ignore the last name. So if you want, you can also enter the phone number. So let me just enter the phone number. The idea is very simple. We are just going to create a contact in 𝗪𝗪𝘆. Okay, so we don't have any data regarding UTM source, UTM medium, UTM content, UTM campaign, website. We don't have any details. So we're just going to ignore it and just click on save and send test request to create a customer in a very particular list that we have created recently. So the ID is a positive one. So let me just straight away take you to 𝗪𝗪𝘆. Okay, and this is the list Razorpay payment links. So let me just refresh this. Okay, so as you can see, this is the newly created contact 𝗪𝗪𝗪, and it has been created as a contact in this particular list, Razorpay payment links. Excellent. Okay, so we are going to approach the last stage of the integration, that we are going to send a WhatsApp message to 𝗪𝗪𝗪, and this is how you do it. We are going to use 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. So we are going to select the app as 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. Okay, so because we want to send the WhatsApp message. Now in the action event, how about we make it a send text message and simply just click on connect. Okay, so we are going with the new connection. In the new connection, we have to fill the 3 fields, the client ID, the instance ID, as well as the domain. So to get all these details, let's have a visit to 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. So as you can see, first of all, you have to create an instance. In my case, I have already created an instance. Now, if you don't know how to create an instance, all you have to do is just click on this button, create instance, and just assign a random name to this field. And once you assign a random name to this field, you will automatically get a license. Now this license code will appear in your email. So this email is the email with which you have signed in to your 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 account. So I'm assuming that you will fill these 2 details and just click on create now. And after that, you will make sure that you are going to use a QR code. Okay, so the very purpose of the QR code is you're just going to sign it. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so let me just go back. So okay, so the very reason for scanning the QR code is basically you just actually have to make sure that the number with which you are going to send the message is a authenticated one. So they already have a way, it's showing the video in which you can actually use the QR code to authenticate your profile. Okay, so I'm not going to show you that. So I'm assuming that you have created your instance and you have verified using the QR code. So at this point, all you have to do is just click on this button, API keys. You click this. So you have the client ID, instance ID, as well as the domain. So let me just copy this. So this is the client ID you want, and let me just paste it here. Then we have the instance ID. So this is the instance ID. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. Then we have the domain. So this is the domain. I have copied it and I'm going to paste it here. Easy. Okay, so we have filled the client ID, instance ID, as well as the domain. Just click on save. So when you click on save, you will have two fields, the WhatsApp number as well as the message. Now, if you remember carefully, so if you remember correctly, this is the WhatsApp number. And this is something that we have got from 𝗵𝗆𝗆. You are just going to map this particular detail here. You click here and you just map the detail. So this is the detail. Okay, and we have mapped it. Then we have the message. So the message is a very easy one. Hello. And then we have the name. So the name was 𝗪𝗵𝘆. Thanks for filling out the form. And let's enter the form description. So the description was recharge for idea recharge, payment for idea recharge. And this is the payment link. And the payment link was created from Razorpay. So let me just show you the Razorpay. It's something like short URL. Oh yeah, so this is the one we want. So hello 𝗪𝗵𝘆, thanks for filling out the form, payment for idea recharge, and this is the payment link. At this point, to send this message to 𝗪𝗵𝘆, all you have to do is just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the response is a positive one. So let me just straight away show you the screenshot of the message that 𝗪𝗵𝘆 has received. So this is basically the message that 𝗪𝗵𝘆 has received. He's just going to click on this short URL and hopefully he's just going to complete the purchase or complete the form. And when he has completed the purchase or completed the payment order, he will be redirected to this particular product page. Excellent. So the presence of this data, this image shows that we have a successful integration between 𝗵𝗆𝗆, Razorpay, 𝗪𝗏𝗍, and WhatsApp. Now, before you leave, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So I'm just minimizing all my windows one by one. So I have minimized my Razorpay window and I'm going to minimize the trigger window of 𝗵𝗆𝗆. So this is basically the whole process in a nutshell. First, you integrated 𝗵𝗆𝗆 to Pabbly Connect, and then you have created a payment link from the data that we have received from 𝗵𝗆𝗆. After that, you have established a contact as a list as a contact in a list in 𝗪𝗏𝗍. Furthermore, you have used WA API to send a WhatsApp message containing this payment link. So now we have a perfect flow of data between 𝗵𝗆𝗆, Razorpay, 𝗪𝗏𝗍, and WhatsApp. Excellent. Now, not just these apps, you can integrate a ton of applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, please contact us at admin@pabbly.com. If you like these videos, please comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks.